Hello and welcome to another Tuesday Truth with Thera-Mom. I'm Kelly Richardson and I'm glad you're here. Thanks for watching. Happy holidays as we head into the holiday season. I hope you are all healthy and well and safe and taking good care of yourselves. Self-care is so important right now, especially going into the holiday season. So today's Tuesday Truth is about the holiday season, and that's that the best gift you can give yourself is the gift of flexibility and the expectation that things are going to look different, especially this year. But so often people fight and resist change so much that they actually take away the joy of the moment and they miss out on actually good things that could be happening because they're so resistant to change. And this year, above all years, we have to be open to change and things looking a little different. We know the holidays are all about tradition, right? And tradition, actually in the Latin term, means two things. Tradition means to hand down or pass on, and tradition also means to surrender or let go. So it kind of has this twofold meaning that actually there's a lot of wisdom in that. Because there are some things we want to pass down and hand down, and there are some things that we need to let go and surrender to. And 2020 is the year of surrender, people. We all know that, right? So when I think about traditions and I think about the stress and the expectation that comes with it, if we give ourselves the gift of flexibility and the acceptance that things are going to look different, we're going to probably be able to find more happiness and more peace within the holiday season. Because so often when we're doing traditions, we have to ask ourselves, am I doing this out of joy? Because it warms me, it makes me feel good, it makes me feel happy. Or am I doing it out of duty? And when we do something out of duty, we're not really getting the good that we're supposed to get from it. We're dredging through, we're doing it because we're supposed to. We're probably not going to enjoy the process because we think it's something we have to do. And this year, I just want you to let go of all the things you feel like you have to do and only do the things that really make you happy or the things that bring you joy. Just kind of surrender, let go. Take that second meaning for the word tradition, which is to surrender or let go, and just let go of the things that don't really serve you. You know, when I think about tradition, my mother-in-law was the most amazing cook ever. Like literally, I mean, she was not culinary trained. She was nonni trained, she would say. She was an Italian grandma. She was the most amazing. I mean, everything she made, everything was delicious. And when she passed away, I was lucky enough to get her green recipe box. And this box, you know, it's all in her handwriting, but it just has all of her Italian recipes, and she would write them all down. And she would put them in this little green box, and I was able to get this. And so the first year she died, I was set that I was going to make all of her amazing recipes, and I was going to be a gift I was going to give to my husband, and I was going to keep the tradition of her special oatmeal cookies and her hand-stuffed macaroni and all of these things she made. I was going to do it for my husband because I thought he really wanted that tradition. Well, let me tell you, one of the things about an amazing cook is I don't really think they really go that much. They use the recipe, but then they add in little this, little that. So trying to replicate their amazing food sometimes feels impossible. So I'm trying to do all of these recipes for my husband. The first Christmas his mom is gone. And I mean, I spent probably 5 days in the kitchen cooking and trying, and everything I would make would just be a fail. Just one of those epic fails. And finally one day my husband came home and I was literally sitting on the floor in the kitchen sobbing. And he was like, what is happening? And I told him, I'm trying to remake all of these recipes for your mom. I wanted to do this for you. I wanted to keep the tradition alive and with our family. And he just looked at me and he just said, change is okay. And you don't need to replicate that tradition. We can create our own traditions that don't involve you having to try and kill yourself trying to cook and make the food that she did. And just hearing him say change is okay just gave me that permission that I wasn't disappointing him and that we were able to pivot and adjust and do something different. And what I realized is I probably could never replicate her recipes, because I think when she was cooking, she was adding a little this, a little that, a little this, a little that, and nothing I could do would probably ever be able to make the food as good as she did. So I was setting myself up for this tremendous stress and this tremendous disappointment. And when my husband just looked at me and said, "It's okay, change is okay. It's okay, we don't have to do everything the way we used to." That surrender opened it up to us being able to create new traditions and have new things that we do with our family that don't involve the stress. And it just opened up to a whole lot more joy than the stress that was happening when I was trying to recreate the old traditions. So this year, 2020, is looking so different. And the gift you can give yourself is that if you're able to say, it's gonna look different, and I have to be able to pivot when I need, and that I have to be flexible and accept that change is inevitable. And we know that the three C's of life, are choices, chances, and changes, and that we have to be open to our choices and making our choices, and that's going to bring our changes, and that by chance, there's going to be great other things that come from it. And if we're just doing things not out of duty, but out of joy, and do the things that make you happy, and accept that this year is going to look different, and our traditions are going to be different, and we can create some new traditions, and maybe next year you bring back the old ones if you need to, but surrendering yourself in this year and giving yourself the gift that things are going to look different. And that change is okay. And we worry so much that change is going to disappoint people, or we worry that people are going to be upset. And yet sometimes when we open up to change, like something great and magical comes from it that we couldn't have even expected. We just have to be open to that choice and that change. And by chance, something good happens. And in 2020, the year of flexibility, giving yourself that gift as a mom, as a parent, as a young person, that things are going to look different, but that it's okay, change is okay. I think you're going to find you can have a much more, a holiday filled with way more blessings than stressings. And that's the goal. The goal is that we're blessed, not stressed. And that we reduce those expectations that everything's going to be perfect. And we just lean in and expect change and be flexible. And the whole goal is just that we're around the people that we love. And if we can't be around them, we'll Zoom them in, or we'll figure out a way to include them. So we're all together in some fashion, but it might look different. And that has to be okay this year. So give yourself that gift of flexibility. Know that change is okay. More blessing, less stressing. And have a great holiday season. Take care of yourself. Be gentle, go slow, be safe. Have a great Thanksgiving. And as you go into the holiday season, just take care of yourself. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. See you on another Tuesday Truth with Thera-Mom. Take care. Bye-bye.